Starting our massive countdown at number 1 is the monumental Grand Theft Auto 6, which has finally redefined the open world genre with its breathtaking scale and unparalleled attention to detail. Set in the vibrant and neon-soaked state of Leonida, players follow the gripping criminal journey of Lucia and Jason as they navigate a modern world filled with social media satire and high-stakes heists. The game features a living, breathing ecosystem where every NPC has a schedule, and the weather systems can drastically change the gameplay experience, from sunny beach days to intense tropical storms. Rockstar has utilized every ounce of power from current-gen hardware to deliver a narrative that is both intimate and explosive, making it the definitive gaming experience of 2026 that no one should miss.
Moving to number 2, we have the legendary Red Dead Redemption 2, which remains a pinnacle of technical achievement and emotional storytelling in the gaming industry. You step into the boots of Arthur Morgan, an outlaw in the dying days of the Wild West, as he struggles with loyalty and his own morality within the Van der Linde gang. The level of immersion is staggering, with players needing to maintain their equipment, care for their horse, and survive against the harsh elements of a vast American frontier. Every interaction feels deliberate and meaningful, from the slow-paced hunting trips to the chaotic gunfights in muddy town streets. Even years after its initial release, the visual fidelity and the sheer depth of the world building continue to set a standard that very few games can ever hope to reach.
Coming in at number 3 is the ever-evolving Grand Theft Auto 5, which continues to be a juggernaut of entertainment, thanks to its expansive world and the massive Grand Theft Auto Online component. The single-player campaign follows the interconnected lives of 3 very different criminals, Michael, Franklin, and Trevor, as they pull off daring robberies across Los Santos and Blaine County. The ability to switch between protagonists on the fly provides a unique perspective on the action and keeps the narrative moving at a breakneck pace. Meanwhile, the online mode has grown into its own beast, offering endless hours of content ranging from underground racing to managing criminal empires. It is a testament to Rockstar's design philosophy that a game originally released over a decade ago still feels fresh and relevant today. Next at number 4 is the original Red Dead Redemption, which tells the hauntingly beautiful tale of John Marston as he is forced to hunt down his former gang members to save his family. This game captured the lonely and rugged atmosphere of the frontier like no other, featuring iconic locations across New Austin and Mexico. The Deadeye mechanic remains a satisfying way to engage in shootouts, allowing players to mark targets in slow motion for precise kills. The story is a tragic masterpiece that explores themes of redemption and the inevitable march of progress as the old world is replaced by modern civilization. Whether you are playing the remastered version or the original, the journey of John Marston is a core part of gaming history that delivers a powerful and unforgettable emotional payoff. At number 5, we find Max Payne 3, which is perhaps the most refined third-person shooter ever created, thanks to its visceral gunplay and incredible physics engine. We join a broken and cynical Max Payne in Sao Paulo, Brazil, as he works as private security for a wealthy family, only to get dragged back into a conspiracy of violence and betrayal. The signature bullet time mechanic is perfected here, allowing for stylish slow-motion dives and lethal precision, while the environment reacts destructively to every stray bullet. The narrative is told through a gritty noir lens, with Max's internal monologues providing a dark and often poetic commentary on his surroundings. It is a relentless and brutal action game that prioritizes tight mechanics and cinematic presentation, making it a standout title in the Rockstar catalog. Stepping into number 6, we explore Grand Theft Auto 4, which brought a new level of maturity and gritty realism to the series with the story of Niko Bellic. Arriving in Liberty City to chase the American dream, Niko instead finds himself pulled back into a life of crime by his cousin Roman and the various underworld figures of the city. The game introduced a revolutionary physics system that made every car crash and character movement feel weighted and realistic. Liberty City itself is a masterpiece of urban design, feeling cramped, grimy, and alive in a way that few games have replicated. The narrative is deep and cynical, focusing on the dark side of immigration and the pursuit of a better life. It remains a fan favorite for its uncompromising vision of the American urban landscape and its complex lead character. For number 7, we have Bully Scholarship Edition.
which offers a unique and charming departure from the typical high-stakes crime dramas Rockstar is known for. You play as Jimmy Hopkins, a rebellious teenager sent to the strict Bulworth Academy, where he must navigate social cliques, teachers, and the difficulties of school life. The gameplay involves attending classes to unlock upgrades and completing missions to gain influence over the various groups, like the nerds, preppies, and greasers. Despite its title, the game actually encourages standing up to bullies and bringing a sense of order to the chaotic school environment. It is filled with the signature Rockstar humor and social commentary, but applied to a smaller, more personal scale. It remains one of the most creative and memorable experiences in the studio's extensive history. Coming in at number 8 is A Noire, which provides a unique blend of investigation and action set in the glamorous but corrupt world of 1940s Los Angeles. You take on the role of Cole Phelps, a war veteran rising through the ranks of the LAPD by solving increasingly complex cases across various desks like traffic, homicide, and vice. The game is famous for its pioneering facial animation technology, which allows players to read the expressions of suspects and witnesses to determine if they are lying. Investigating crime scenes for clues and engaging in high-speed car chases or intense shootouts creates a well-rounded detective experience. The attention to period detail is immaculate, from the cars to the music and the architecture. It is a slow-burning and intellectual thriller that showcases Rockstar's ability to master different genres.
Number 9, we celebrate Grand Theft Auto's San Andreas, which is often cited as one of the greatest games ever made, due to its sheer scale and variety. You follow CJ as he returns to Los Santos to find his family in ruins and his old gang falling apart, leading to an epic journey across the entire state of San Andreas. This game introduced RPG elements, like stats and character customization, that were revolutionary for its time, along with 3 distinct cities to explore. Whether you are flying planes over the desert or engaging in gang wars in the city, the amount of content is truly staggering. The soundtrack is iconic, and the story is filled with memorable characters like Big Smoke and Officer Tenpenny. It remains the gold standard for open-world freedom and remains incredibly fun to play, even today.
Rolling into number 10 is Grand Theft Auto Vice City, which transport players back to the neon lights and synth-pop sounds of the 1980s. Taking control of Tommy Vercetti, you build a criminal empire from the ground up in a city clearly inspired by Miami and the movie Scarface. The aesthetic of the game is its strongest point, featuring a soundtrack that perfectly captures the era and a world filled with vibrant colors and fast cars. The story is a classic rise-to-power tale, filled with betrayal and iconic set pieces that have become legendary in gaming culture. Vice City introduced properties that players could buy to generate income and further their influence over the town. It is a stylish and atmospheric masterpiece that proves why the 80s remain such a popular setting for crime dramas and open-world action.
Next, at number 11 is Grand Theft Auto 3, which is the game that changed everything by bringing the franchise into the world of full 3D environments. Playing as the silent protagonist Claude, you navigate the dangerous streets of Liberty City, doing jobs for the Mafia and other criminal organizations to seek revenge. This title established the blueprint for the modern open-world genre, giving players unprecedented freedom to explore a living city and cause mayhem. The atmospheric radio stations and the dark, rainy streets created a moody tone that became the series' hallmark for years to come. While it may seem simple by modern standards, the impact it had on the industry cannot be overstated. It is the foundation upon which all future Rockstar successes were built, and it still holds a gritty charm for any fan.
Coming in at number 12 is Midnight Club Los Angeles, which remains one of the most exhilarating street racing games ever released for the PC and consoles. The game features a stunningly detailed recreation of Los Angeles that serves as a seamless playground for high-speed illegal races. With a focus on style and speed, players can customize a vast array of licensed cars and bikes to suit their racing preferences across various modes. The sense of speed is intense, and the AI is notoriously challenging, requiring players to master the shortcuts and traffic patterns of the city to win. The integration of special abilities like slow motion or EMP adds a strategic layer to the racing action. It is a high-octane tribute to car culture that continues to be the gold standard for urban racing fans everywhere. At number 13, we highlight The Warriors, which is a brilliant adaptation of the 1979 cult classic film that perfectly captures the grit of New York City gang culture. Players control various members of the Warriors as they are framed for a crime they did not commit and must fight their way back to Coney Island through hostile territories. The combat system is deep and brutal, focusing on street brawling mechanics that allow for environmental takedowns and team-based attacks. Rockstar expanded the lore of the film by providing backstory missions for the main characters before the events of the movie take place. The atmospheric soundtrack and the stylized visuals make you feel like you are part of the gang. It is a rare example of a movie tie-in game that actually exceeds expectations and stands as a classic.
Number 14 brings us the controversial but atmospheric Manhunt, which is a dark, stealth horror game that pushes the boundaries of tension and violence. You play as James Earl Cash, a death row inmate forced to participate in a series of twisted snuff films orchestrated by a mysterious director. The gameplay is slow and methodical, requiring you to hide in the shadows and wait for the perfect moment to execute your hunters, using whatever tools you find. The grainy camera filters and the industrial sound design create an oppressive and terrifying atmosphere that makes every encounter feel dangerous. While it was highly controversial for its brutality, Manhunt is a masterclass in building dread and remains one of the most unique and uncompromising titles in the Rockstar Games lineup for mature audiences.
At number 15, we have Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne, which delivers a tragic and cinematic film noir story wrapped in intense bullet time action. We follow Max as he reunites with the mysterious Mona Sachs in a tale of love and betrayal that takes him deeper into the dark underbelly of New York City. The gameplay improves on the original, with better physics and more fluid combat mechanics that make every shootout feel like a choreographed scene from an action movie. The dream sequences and the melancholy narration provide a psychological depth to Max's character that was ahead of its time. With its atmospheric visuals and tight storytelling, it remains one of the most polished and emotionally resonant shooters ever made, proving that Rockstar can handle small-scale, intimate stories just as well as open worlds.
Coming in at number 16 is Red Dead Revolver, which is the game that started the entire Western legacy for Rockstar with its stylized and arcade-like action. Originally a Capcom project that Rockstar rescued and finished, the game follows Red Harlow on a classic quest for vengeance against those who killed his family. The gameplay is more focused on levels and shooting galleries rather than an open world, but it introduced the iconic Deadeye mechanic that would become a staple of the series. The soundtrack is heavily inspired by spaghetti westerns, giving the game a distinct and cool personality. It features a colorful cast of characters and exaggerated boss fights that feel right out of a comic book. While it is different from its successors, it is a fun and essential piece of history for any fan of the franchise.
For number 17, we look at Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars, which proved that a top-down perspective could still offer a deep and modern GTA experience. Originally designed for handhelds but later brought to other platforms, this game follows Huang Li in a quest for honor and power within the triads of Liberty City. The game introduced a unique drug-dealing minigame that added a layer of strategy and economy to the world, along with clever touch-based mechanics for stealing cars and searching dumpsters. The comic book art style is vibrant and clean, making the action pop on the screen. It is a fast-paced and creative entry that feels like a throwback to the series' roots, while introducing innovative features that are still discussed today. It is a hidden gem that every Rockstar fan should play. At number 18, we have Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, which brought the full 3D open-world experience to the palm of your hand, and later to home consoles. You play as Tony Cipriani as he returns to Liberty City to help the Leone crime family regain control of the streets before the events of GTA 3. The game successfully miniaturized the massive city without losing the signature atmosphere or the variety of missions that fans expected. It features a great soundtrack and a story that fills in the gaps of the Liberty City lore, while providing the classic mayhem and vehicular combat the series is famous for. For many players, it was the first time they could take a full GTA game on the go, making it a landmark title in terms of technical achievement and portability for the entire industry. Number 19 is Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories, which serves as a prequel to the legendary 1980s adventure, featuring Vic Vance as the main protagonist. This game introduced the empire-building mechanic, where players could take over businesses and manage their criminal enterprises to earn passive income and expand their influence. The world of Vice City is expanded with more interiors and a story that explores the darker side of the military and the drug trade. The soundtrack is once again a highlight, featuring iconic tracks that perfectly fit the sun-drenched but dangerous atmosphere of the city. With improved visuals and more activities to do in the world, it stands as one of the best side stories in the franchise, offering a deeper look at one of the most beloved settings in gaming. Coming in at number 20 is Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition, which is the definitive street racing experience for fans of car customization and high-speed urban competition. Partnering with Dub Magazine, the game offers an insane level of customization for licensed cars, SUVs, and bikes, allowing players to create their dream rides. The races take place across various cities like Detroit and San Diego, featuring a sense of speed that is both terrifying and exhilarating. The inclusion of special powers like the roar to clear traffic or the aggro to ram through opponents adds an arcade flair to the tight racing mechanics. It is a high-energy celebration of early 2000s car culture with a pumping soundtrack and endless replayability through its challenging career mode and intense multiplayer races. At number 21, we go back to the beginning with the original Max Payne, which introduced the world to the revolutionary slow-motion shooting known as bullet time. You play as a man with nothing left to lose, fighting through a frozen New York City night to find the people responsible for the murder of his family. The game combined Hong Kong action movie aesthetics with a dark neo-noir narrative told through stylish graphic novel panels. The haunting atmosphere and the innovative gameplay changed the shooter genre forever, making Max Payne an instant icon. Despite the dated visuals, the gameplay remains tight, and the story is as gripping as ever, providing a dark and psychological journey that remains a masterclass in game design and storytelling for any developer working today. Rolling into number 22 is Smuggler's Run, which is a high-speed, vehicle-based action game that focuses on smuggling contraband across rugged and open terrains. You drive a variety of off-road vehicles, from buggies to trucks, as you outrun rival gangs and the Border Patrol in large maps set in the desert and the forest. The physics engine was impressive for its time, allowing for giant jumps and chaotic crashes as you race to deliver your cargo before the timer runs out. It is a simple but highly addictive experience that showcases Rockstar's early interest in open-world vehicle mechanics and environmental navigation. The game is pure arcade fun that provides a different kind of thrill compared to the urban settings of their more famous titles, making it a classic worth revisiting. Number 23 brings us Midnight Clam 2, which significantly expanded the scope of the racing series by introducing 3 massive cities and playable motorcycles for the first time. The game features Los Angeles, Paris, and Tokyo as your playgrounds for high-stakes illegal street races, where there are no set tracks, only checkpoints you must hit in order. This gave players the freedom to find their own routes and shortcuts through the crowded streets and narrow alleys. The difficulty is notoriously high, requiring perfect reflexes and a deep knowledge of the city layout to succeed against the aggressive AI. With its stylish presentation and focused arcade racing mechanics, it remains a favorite for fans who enjoy the pure thrill of navigating urban environments at impossible speeds. At number 24, we find the dark and gritty Manhunt 2, which continues the legacy of the original with a new story focused on psychological horror and escaped mental patients. You play as Daniel Lamb, who is trying to uncover the secrets of his past while being hunted by a mysterious organization known as the Project. The game features even more visceral stealth kills and an oppressive atmosphere that keeps players on the edge of their seats throughout the journey. The narrative is complex and disturbing, exploring themes of identity and manipulation in a world that feels cold and unforgiving. While it faced many legal hurdles and censorship during its release, it remains a fascinating look at Rockstar's darker creative side and their willingness to explore mature and controversial themes. Number 25 is a surprising but delightful entry. Rockstar Games presents Table Tennis, which remains one of the best sports simulations ever made due to its incredible physics. Developed as a technical showcase for the Rage engine, the game focuses entirely on the intense and fast-paced world of competitive ping pong. The character models and the cloth physics were groundbreaking for their time, but the real star is the gameplay, which is easy to learn but difficult to master. Every spin and power shot feels tactile and responsive, making matches against friends or the AI incredibly tense and satisfying. It is a testament to Rockstar's versatility that they could take a simple concept and turn it into a high-quality and addictive sports title that is still praised for its mechanics today. At number 26, we go back to the series' roots with Grand Theft Auto 2, which offered a unique top-down perspective on a retro-futuristic metropolis. Players must navigate the 3 districts of Anywhere City, doing jobs for rival gangs like the Zaibatsu or the Yakuza to gain respect and money. The game introduced the respect system, where your actions with one gang would affect how others treated you, adding a layer of faction management to the carnage. The dark and cynical tone is present even in this early entry, along with the signature radio stations and over-the-top violence that would define the series. It is a fascinating look at the evolution of the GTA formula before it made the jump to 3D, providing a challenging and chaotic experience for retro gaming fans.
Coming in at number 27 is Grand Theft Auto Advance, which was an impressive attempt to bring the GTA experience to the limited hardware of the Game Boy Advance. Set in Liberty City, before the events of GTA 3, the game returns to the top-down perspective, but includes many features from the 3D era, like vehicle missions and a full narrative. You play as Mike, a criminal looking for revenge after his partner is killed in an explosion. Despite the technical constraints, the game captures the spirit of the series with its humor and mission variety. It serves as an interesting bridge between the old and new styles of the franchise, and is a solid action game for those who appreciate the technical wizardry required to fit a large open world onto a handheld cartridge.
Number 28 is Beaterator, which is a creative music production game that allows players to compose their own tracks using a massive library of loops and sounds. Produced in collaboration with Timbaland, the game features a professional but accessible interface that makes it easy for anyone to start making beats across various genres, like hip-hop and electronic music. It showcases Rockstar's interest in music and urban culture, offering something completely different from their action titles. Players can record their own vocals and share their creations with others, making it a powerful tool for aspiring musicians. It is a unique and stylish project that remains a standout in the Rockstar portfolio for its creativity and its commitment to providing a high-quality music-making experience.
At number 29, we have Wild Metal, which is a tactical vehicular combat game set on distant planets, where you control a variety of tanks and combat vehicles. The goal is to collect colored power cores while fighting off robotic enemies across large open environments with varying terrain. The gameplay is slower and more methodical than other Rockstar titles, requiring you to plan your attacks and use the environment to your advantage. The desolate and metallic visual style creates a unique sci-fi atmosphere that feels different from anything else the studio has produced. It is a cult classic that shows the early experimentation of the developer before they found their massive success with the GTA series, and it remains an interesting piece of their history to explore. Finally, at number 30 is the game that started it all, the original Grand Theft Auto, which introduced the concept of open-world urban mayhem to the gaming world. From its top-down perspective, players could choose from several characters and complete missions in 3 different cities: Liberty City, Vice City, and San Andreas. The freedom to steal any car and go anywhere was revolutionary in 1997 and established the core loop of crime and exploration that would make Rockstar a household name. While the graphics are simple, the core gameplay is surprisingly addictive, and the edgy humor is already present. It is the beginning of a dynasty and an essential experience for anyone who wants to see where the most successful media franchise in history began its journey.